Virgo, this is probably going to shock you about a conversation they had with someone very close to them last night. I feel like they had a long conversation and confessed and or admitted some things in the way they treated you in the past. And believe it or not, this feels like a true confession. Some self-reflection was done. Okay? Yeah. So we're going to get into this reading, see what the energies are. I want to find out what they said. I can already tell you as I'm looking at these cards, but I'm not going to do it here. So smash the like button, do subscribe, hit the hype, and we're going to get into this reading. All right, Virgo. Are you dealing with another earth sign? Could be. This could be about another earth sign, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but it feels to me like they admitted that they were not giving you or not putting in full effort, treating you like a charity case, or maybe they were telling a friend who's an earth sign, whatever the situation. It feels to me like right now they're feeling like they need to do right by you. Okay, so they told a friend or someone close to them that they were non-committal and that they were breadcrumbing you. There's some kind of conversation about why something ended, or why you ended the relationship, or why they ended the relationship and you didn't come back. There's a bit of self-reflection that's happening here. And this person is very hesitant. They were very hesitant to take a look at themselves, just to do that self-reflection. You know, we all have to do that, right? We all have to do that. No matter what kind of relationship we're in, right? We all have to have some kind of self-reflection and take accountability for our role in things. I'm not saying you were entirely at fault. I'm not saying they were entirely at fault. But there is a bit of, oh, geez, I could have been better. I could have treated Virgo better, for sure. All right, so you do have an earth sign, you do have Libra showing up here. But there's a ghosting, and because of that, it's causing someone to go into deep self-reflection in terms of, yeah, there you go. There's the Hermit. In terms of how they treated you. In terms of how they treated you. Their self-reflection of themselves and about this relationship. All right, so I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread so we can take a look and see what this true energy is here. Bear with me. Let's get into this reading, Virgo. Okay, past position, King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Current position, yeah, this person is like really having a hard time here, okay? They're in some ways feeling like a victim, feeling trapped, mentally trapped. Benefit for them is to gain some strength and courage. I feel like they're trying to do that, and that's part of this self-reflection in terms of everything that they're admitting to this other person. It's like a confession, right? Leo energy here, water energy. Maybe you were dealing with another earth sign, another water sign. It's a benefit for them to gain some courage. I feel like this person, rather than, they're definitely playing this feeling victimized, but also at the same time, I see them having this conversation with their best friend or another person, maybe a therapist, and taking some accountability for their role in why something has fallen apart. Okay, this person was driving this reading. It feels to me like they want to take on this leadership role and become what you needed them to be. Now, for some of you, this might be what's one and done. For some of you, this might be over. For some of you, this might be something that you're like, that's all you needed was for them to take some accountability. That Emperor role is a leadership role. It is someone who is responsible. It is someone that takes this lead in their life, that stands up, faces their consequences with integrity. Okay, so Aries energy there. Yeah, and what's crowning? This person is getting some divine information. I feel like maybe in the past they were saying it was all your fault or blaming you entirely. But here's the Hanged Man, and this is like, to me the Hanged Man is always, Jesus on the cross. So I don't know if this person's religious or spiritual, but definitely they're getting this divine download, and that's Piscean energy there. And what is coming down, crowning them, is to stop, pause, and get a different perspective. And this is where this confession or talking with another person is making them realize that they just were not treating you, weren't able to give you the commitment that you needed or fulfill whatever the prophecy was for this relationship to have growth. They may have stifled themselves, or, maybe they were an avoidant or just someone who ran away. Okay, this is all about self-reflection and asking themselves why. It's not so much even taking a look at the relationship as to why they treated you that way, but why they treat themselves in terms of feeling like they're never good enough, or that, people who don't obviously feel like they're deserving of love can tend to try to love others, give the love to other people so that they could get that feedback. But that's an awful lot of work. It's really, life is so much easier when we're just learning to love ourselves, you know what I mean? Because then we fill up with that abundance and we can give that love back outwardly. Anyone that feels like they have a void, which is that Eight of Swords, that's that self-imposed prisoner, that's that sense of feeling lost, not worthy. It's a little bit of a damsel in distress kind of energy where it's like needing that emotional or that rescue. Okay, so I feel like whoever this person is to you, whether it's a friend or romantic partnership, whatever, it feels like there's this process of this person self-reflecting and actually having conversation with someone about, saying to another person, I think I played a role in this. I don't think it was all Virgo's fault. I think I need to take accountability for my role in this relationship and what was happening. Okay, even if you're still together, there's some kind of pause and there's some kind of transition that's occurring. Now, still going forward in the near future, there's this depth of emotion. I feel like this person is, and that's Cancer energy there, it could be Pisces too. I feel like this person is really going deep. Gosh, really going deep and taking a look at how dependent they were on you to rescue them. Yeah, so this is a process, and having this conversation with someone else, whether they give them advice or not. I don't feel like the person on the other end receiving them is giving them advice. I feel like they're just listening. I feel like this is the first time this person is confessing to another person that they may have made a mistake, or that they lost something here because partially of their own doing, or maybe fully. Okay. Their advice right now is to get stable, of course, to stabilize, and it feels like that's the energy of them, what they're doing, and maybe they are receiving advice from family and friends, but it feels like what's happening here is that they are trying to heal themselves or get healing or put themselves in a position where they can have that long-term security, whether that's with you or just going forward in their life, right? Let me take a look at you. I want to see what your energy is. There you are. Okay, there you are. You're doing some self-reflection as well, but you have the Ten of Swords. So it feels like for you, You're defeated, surrendered, you're done. You're giving it up. Now, sometimes giving something up can create a new start and a new beginning if you will receive this person, but I don't see them yet coming back and saying, hey, can we work on this, blah, 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 blah. I feel like they're, I just, blah, 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 blah. I don't see them ready to come forward. I see that for you, you need to let this go, and it looks like that's what you're doing. You're surrendering. They're on their journey. They're going to have to go on their journey, and you're letting that happen at this time. Okay? You're hoping for clarity. You're hoping for communication, but I don't feel, and they are too, but I don't feel like it's time yet. Not just yet. So there's a lot of healing that has to happen here. So whoever this person is to you, okay, it seems like you're letting them be. I'm getting that you're just leaving them be, letting them go through whatever they need. You're not controlling. You're not trying to reach out and fix or repair or overfunction. You're leaving it be. Okay, and this person, they will go through this struggle until they get to the 10 of Wands, until they get to that place. They have to surrender, and they will eventually. You know, maybe next month things will be different, but right now I feel like what they're talking with someone close to them is having a questioning themselves. Was it their fault? They're actually, and so I don't know if your person is a self-reflective person or not, or whoever they are to you. I don't know. Maybe this is a big deal. Maybe they're not like that. And now they are all of a sudden having this divine intervention happening to them. Or they could be a self-reflective person where something happened in the past. Total mental breakdown, a total breakdown. Stress and anxiety. Your person could be very anxious as well, this person. And this separation will be causing some anxiety as well and causing them to take that. Yeah, I don't see them grasping. I feel like they're going on down a different journey here, and they're like, why did this end? Why do my relationships tend to not progress? So, you know, we're all on our spiritual journeys. Every single one of us, and some of us are open to them, and some of us are just, nope, we're just going to keep repeating these cycles, right? Growth is not comfortable. It's not. The transition can be painful, but it also can be enlightening. You know, it's like giving birth to a whole new self, a self that is full of humility and integrity and grace. Yeah, so I do feel like your person, or whoever they are to you, you know, we do have air as well. Whoever this person is to you is going to come to a place of redemption for sure. I feel like maybe you're going through the dark night of the soul as well. There's no guarantees that you guys are going to reconcile, but I feel like in order for it to even happen, both parties need to go through these major spiritual journeys, these major shifts and transitions to have this growth to get to the other side, right? So in all, I know you want me to like just drop this person in your lap and say all healed, all better, but this is recovery time. So some of you may wish the best for them and move on, and some of you may really be praying and hoping that your person will get that spiritual redemption and learn and take accountability for their side of things and come back together in the future. That's possible. But it feels like right now, at least in January, it's over for you. You feel betrayed. You feel deceived. You're feeling what you're feeling, and you're going through your journey in terms of what you're going through. Okay, what your lessons that you're learning. Which, you know, it's very powerful. Let's take a look and see what are some things that they have told another person in terms of how they feel or what they're admitting, what's coming up for them. Yeah, they don't want to be toxic anymore. So I feel like this person is recognizing some toxic behaviors for sure. And that's what they're telling them. I don't want to be toxic anymore. I don't want to have these Negative things keep disrupting my relationships in my life. I feel like your person is... They're telling me they're fighting a war within themselves. Between good and evil. You know what I mean? They're fighting a war within themselves. What else are they telling this other person? I want to make things right with Virgo. I want a future with Virgo. I told you that. There was justice, making something right. Every time my phone rings, I hope it's Virgo reaching out to me. Trying to manifest Virgo back into my life. Yeah, it's very difficult for them to let you go. And you know something? I do feel like there was something here between the two of you that was quite intoxicating, but it wasn't healthy. And I feel like they're trying to resist the toxic. What do I mean by that? Like the physical attraction, the limerence, the addiction, the obsession. That's devil energy, right? But I'm in love with Virgo. That's what they're telling their person. I'm in love with Virgo. I'm still in love with Virgo. But I have to make changes because this isn't going to work. The way, if we have this just horrible energy between us, this needs to heal. And they're even telling this other person, I'm not showing my cards right now to Virgo, even though I really do care. There's a lot of fear. This person came in with a lot of fear, and you probably did too. But you guys are at a distance, whether it's energetically, physically, whatever. It's very difficult to be without each other, maybe because there's no closure. There might not be a closure, officially. For some of you, maybe there was. Some of you Virgos are like, no, this was closed. And just remember, this reading may not be for you specifically. Some elements of it may resonate. Take what fits, but understand this may not be, not every single reading is going to be about you. All right? It may be about somebody else, okay? All right, so yeah, I feel like there's some major healing that's going on right now between you and you know, at least in general, and I feel like it's happening on a global scale as well. Let's see if there's any other messages here for Virgo. Okay. Oh, okay. This person will be calling in 3 days. Potentially calling in 3 days. Yeah. Huge regret. They're going to tell you they're sorry, maybe. They really miss you, Virgo. Yes, but the healing has to happen. The healing must commence. Anything else for Virgo to know? Oh, I knew this was going to come up. Narcissism. Yeah, narcissistic traits for sure. Maybe played out somewhere in this relationship. You know, and it's funny because I was just thinking about, there's a guy on YouTube. He's a self-proclaimed narcissist. His name is Mental Healness. And he is a narcissist who's been in therapy. These are his claims. I don't know the guy. I'm not pushing his channel. I don't know for sure. I never met him, but because you know how people can be on YouTube. But he claims that he's been in therapy for a long time, and he's been healing and helping others heal. So does that mean people who are full-blown, I don't know about malignant narcissism, but I do know that there are people, and we all have narcissistic traits. I do know that sometimes they can heal, okay? Traits, right? In terms of like just being very self-centered and being very egotistical, being a spoiled brat, someone needing to grow up, you know. I mean, listen, there's no place for judgment here. Judgment-free zone, right? I get it. if you're angry, I totally get it. If you're angry at your person, they did some horrible things. Maybe they feel like you did as well. It is what it is. Doesn't mean the relationship is meant to reconcile, but it does mean that, sometimes people come into our lives is just for a lesson, or a reflection back on ourselves. Not all Virgos are reflective, even though they have the Hermit card, but a lot of them are. And what changes do you need to make in your life so that you can be happier and feel the full fulfillment of spirit? And that's the goal. Okay, that's the goal. I feel like that's all we need to say from those cards. Let's take a look and see what Chinese signs are. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Yours, theirs, whomever's. Okay. Year of the snake. Year of the monkey. Year of the goat. Year of the rabbit. Year of the horse. We're going into the year of the horse soon. Year of the dragon. Year of the pig. Year of the rat. And just remember, you guys, I'm never going to tell you how to live your lives. I'm never going to tell you. I'll always give some guidance, but at the end of the day, don't come in the chat and be like, my person is a narcissist and you're telling me to forgive them and go back with them. No, never said that. At the end of the day, you got to make your own decisions in life and what's best for you. Right? What's best for you, Virgo? And let's ask that question. What is best for Virgo here in terms of repair, evolution, and your growth? What is best for Virgo now? Oh, okay, you have two jumpers. Protection needed at this time. It is vital at this time to protect your energy field, as others may be projecting negative energy onto you. You also may be in an environment for which you are absorbing negative vibes that are draining you. Call in Archangel Michael for protection and to clear your energy field. Having a practice of grounding and putting a protective bubble around you every day will be helpful. Okay. And past life karma cycles. This indicates a past life is the reason why the intense energy surrounds you, and maybe even both of you, the person or situation. Look into ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson perspective. Taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are key in releasing past life karma. Wow, Virgo. That's really what we were talking about here, wasn't it? That's really what we were talking about. All right. W. O. Initial A. You have a Gemini here. You have Aquarius. Someone might be 33 or 32. We have the 3rd, the 23rd. All right. You've got 70. I feel like 70 always shows up. 1970, age 70, 73, 72. You have the initial P, the initial H. You have a J. You also have the 30th. You have Scorpio. You have the 10th, the 3rd, and the 9th. And you have Pisces. You also have the 2nd, the 1st, the 12th, the 19th, the 13th, the 16th, and the 21st, the 26th, and the 22nd. All right, Virgo. Let's get some charms. All right. There's a song that's coming to mind. There's a heart lock here with no key. Oh, it's a Madonna song. Heart Lock Key. What's the song? Open your heart to me, darling. You hold the lock and I hold the key. Oh my goodness. See you all around when you walk on by. Something like that. I can't remember the words. Okay. And you also have space, constellations as well. Maybe you're going to be a nerd like me and open up the telescope that you got for Christmas and start looking at the stars, because that's going to happen very soon once the weather warms up a bit. And there's also a connection to seahorses. Connection to seahorses. Someone has a seahorse connection. You also have a dolphin connection to a dolphin. Dolphins, aren't they angels? Angels of the sea. And last but not least, my lovely Virgos, you have an infinity symbol, right? And that's the karma cycle. Goes around, comes around. All right, Virgo, so that was a quick reading for you tonight. Going to leave that there for you. Don't forget to go over to my other channel, Moon Pie Tarot, where I've started up uploading collective readings at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, so you can go check those out. And don't forget to subscribe to the Stigma channel. I had a couple new things occurred over the weekend, and that's going to be starting up very soon. All the links are in the description box below and also on my channel to go over and subscribe. Follow, do the thing, and I will see you guys back here. Oh, also, real quick announcement. I'm no longer doing phone readings, so if you need a personal reading with me, just join my live streams where I'll be doing the Q&As here on, I think it's either Thursday or Friday evenings. All right, you guys, I will see you all back here very soon. Bye. But it's not like